let's be real. College is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. But for most of us, it's a super high-stakes financial game that we're thrown into with almost zero training. So we're going to walk through the secret playbook, the stuff your orientation packet conveniently leaves out. All right, let's kick things off with a number that should honestly stop you in your tracks. $400,000. That's what experts estimate is the lifetime cost of the financial mistakes a typical student makes between, say, ages 18 and 22. And we're not just talking about student loans here. This is the snowball effect of credit card debt, lost investment opportunities, and just general overspending. To really put that number into perspective, one financial expert put it this way: this isn't just a small whoopsie, it's a catastrophic loss that can fundamentally change the entire course of your financial life. The good news, it is completely avoidable. You just have to know the rules of the game. Okay, so to win, you first have to understand a game you're playing. And let's be blunt about it. The college financial system is often designed to pull in as much revenue as possible. Knowing this isn't about being cynical, it's about being smart and strategic. Here is it, the first big trap where students get tripped up, the massive gap between what you think you'll pay and what you actually pay. Universities love to advertise that sticker price, that tuition number, which might seem okay. But the real cost, once you pile on room, board, fees, books, well, it can be nearly triple that figure. That's trap number one. Now let's talk about maybe the most absurd part of this whole system, textbooks. A $300 textbook for a single class isn't even that unusual, but the information inside, it's often available for way less, or even for free. This is the first, and I mean the easiest battle you can win. And the solution is actually pretty straightforward. First off, never buy your books before the first day of class. A lot of professors will tell you they aren't even required. Then look for used or international editions online. They're way cheaper. Use the library. Better yet, get a group of classmates together and start a book-sharing co-op. And then, the second the semester is over, sell those books back immediately. Just following that simple formula can save you thousands. All right, moving on to the next major challenge, debt. I want you to think of student loans and credit cards kind of like power tools. In the right hands, they can help you build something amazing. But if you use them incorrectly, they can cause some serious long-lasting damage. It all comes down to having the right playbook. So, rule number one of student debt: not all loans are created equal, not even close. Federal subsidized loans, these are your best friend. Why? Because the government pays the interest while you're in school. Private loans, on the other hand, should be your absolute last resort. Their interest rates can suddenly skyrocket, and they have almost no consumer protections. You have to know the difference. And then you've got credit cards. This quote just perfectly captures the minefield you're walking into. Companies will aggressively push credit cards on freshmen during orientation week, often with these sweet-sounding intro offers that hide the fact that a 25% APR is right around the corner. They are literally banking on your inexperience. And this is what happens. That bounce from late-night pizzas, textbooks, and a spring break trip doesn't just magically disappear after you graduate. If you only make those tiny minimum payments, you will still be paying for that pizza more than a decade later, and you'll have paid almost double the original cost. It's crazy. So how do you use this tool without getting burned? You follow a few unbreakable rules. Number one, always set up autopay for the full balance every month. Number two, only use the card for things you are already going to buy, like gas or groceries. 3, keep your balance below 30% of your credit limit. You follow these rules, you build a fantastic credit score. You break them, you're just building a debt trap for yourself. Okay, enough defense, let's switch gears and talk offense. See, it's not just about dodging debt. It's about actively building your own income and wealth, even when you feel totally broke. This is where the strategic student really starts to pull away from the rest of the pack. Just take a look at this. Working a standard campus job, swiping cards at the gym, might bring in about 15 grand a year, which is not bad at all. But what if you leverage a real skill, like you're great at web design, or you can tutor tough subjects? Well, that could bring in over $10,000 more, and often for fewer hours. It's all about working smarter, not just harder. And as soon as you've earned income, you unlock the single most powerful financial tool for a young person, the Roth IRA. Money you put in this account grows completely tax-free. And, this is the crucial part, you can pull out your original contributions anytime you want with no penalty. It's the perfect hybrid emergency fund and investment vehicle for a student. It's a no-brainer. So why start now? It comes down to two words: compound interest. It's basically magic. Look at these numbers. A student who invests just $4,000 total during college ends up with almost as much money as someone who invests $70,000 but starts a decade later. Your biggest asset right now isn't money, it's time. So let's bring this all together. Every single small decision we've talked about, from textbooks to credit cards to investing a little bit, it all leads to one of two very, very different outcomes. This is the real payoff. Okay, fast forward to age 35. The strategic student, the one who made these smart choices, is debt-free. They're a homeowner, and their net worth is getting close to $400,000. The average student, still renting, still paying off those loans, with a net worth that's less than 1/10 of that. I mean, the gap is just staggering. And if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. This isn't about making one single brilliant move. It's about stacking small, consistent advantages over and over. Each little decision, the textbook you rent instead of buy, the part-time job you choose, it feels minor in the moment, but together they compound into a life-changing head start. Look, the strategies you put in place over the next 4 years will echo for the next 40. You have the playbook now. The only real question left is, what's your first move going to be?